Okay, you all have been asking for us to review the Valley. Okay, now this is a property that I've also personally been before, and this is a condo also by SkyWorld. Some people may like the Sky Meridian more, but for me, this one, the Valley just hits differently because of the location and also the design language. So let's go check this out. Okay, so the location enjoys quite a fair bit of amenities. AU2, which is Jaya Jesco or AU2 Jesco, right, is just right over there. And then if you want to go for like a train station, right, it's not walkable, but it's also not too far away. It's on that side. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually the Keramat punya train station. But more importantly, as you get into the guardhouse over here, you can see the ample amount of greeneries, which is to my liking lah. So let's just go inside there, because that is already the grand lobby that they have. And for me personally, right, SkyWorld has always been delivering very nice grand lobby punya. And this is no exception lah. It's beautiful as well. It's just that when it's morning at time, it's not lit up right. So it doesn't give you that type of synergy that they want to impale. But right now also quite nice already lah. This is a very heavy door. Now this door, once you come in here, it's the grand lobby itself. Now you can see over here, right, in terms of design language, beautiful. And especially at night, right, this one when it's lit up, whew, cantik. So just walking through the lobby area, you can see it's actually quite nice. They use the darker color tone, right, just give it more of a warm kind of feel, like a bat cave in a way lah. So when you drive over here, straight away some car parks are actually on the ground floor itself. Sadly for me, I'm a visitor over here, I have to park on the 6th floor lah. So just now did a bit of spinning, but this spinning is not as bad as the one that I saw in Sky Meridian, because it's much wider and also it's actually much easier in terms of the spiral back up lah. So to me personally, I find it quite okay still. So if you notice the finer details of this development, right, if you come very close over here, you can see they actually went with this kind of concrete design, or like a finishing that is actually like a cave like this. To me, these are finer details that you don't get to see very often in other condos nowadays. So I find it a very good job. So right after you enter the guardhouse, right, less than 10 steps, you are actually already at the swimming pool area. And this swimming pool area, my god, beautiful, because it's actually surrounded like a hutan punya vibe kind of feel lah. So personally, you know, I'm a sucker for green, right? So I actually love this design over here. And now this side over here, you actually also have your jacuzzi punya area. So the jacuzzi is situated right here. So when you walk over here also, there's also this washroom area, the bathroom area, basically for you to also just kind of get yourself ready. And also, if I'm not mistaken, there's a sauna room right inside as well. This is the changing room and the sauna room. So this one, I like the design straight away already. As you can tell over here, right, there's a double leveling of this glass window or mirror over here, basically allowing air ventilation to come in lah. So no need of this, it's more natural lah basically. So similar to the one in Sky Meridian, right, have a bit of an interesting design over here. This one, I think they went with more of an industrial look, where you can see over here, right, this is quite unique, but here a little bit karat, a bit rusted already. So gotta check into that lah. I think it's not stainless steel, but in terms of the design wise, it's actually very nice. This is not the first time or the last time I'm going to say this. My favorite sauna room is present over here. Wow! This sauna room can easily fit 20 people, I think. And this is the first ever sauna room that I see as this type of design. So you can just sit down here. Wow! I think this might be the condo that I will use the sauna the most often. Nicely. And then this one also very interesting design, because most of the time when you come to a sauna room, right, you will need to go and get water, put in a basket, and then just kind of pour on your own. This one has a bit more different design, right? There's already a faucet over here, which you can operate it by just turning on the water outside, I assume. This is a very interesting concept. Okay guys, I am not going to say this doesn't work. I found a button switch to actually operate this water here. So if I press this button, oh, ta-da! Nice! Okay, very similar to Japan. After your sauna, you actually have a powder room, or more for you to actually just kind of groom yourself before you go out lah. So this is a very nice locker room over here as well. Now this is the one-ding pool or the kids pool. Nothing too fancy, nothing too scary, right? Basically, it's very similar to just a normal regular pool lah. Not like the Marsing ones, which is much nicer. Okay guys, I also just found out there is natural shampoo in the condo itself. Now look very closely, come closer. See, I squeeze this. See not, there is shampoo over there. Okay. Okay, so right next to the swimming pool itself, you have this ample amount of greeneries over here, which you can actually use it as a jogging track or basically do a bit of a light picnic in this area over here lah. So the greeneries, as I mentioned, right, the landscaping done exceptionally very well. So over here, all the greeneries is also acting as a separation to the adjacent project that is coming up by the same developer. So you see this area over here is to actually kind of like separate you from the new development on this side over here lah, which I think it was a very smart move by the developer, knowing that this particular project is also by them lah. So really well done. Okay, coming into the lift lobby, there's a bit of a weird odor or smell inside here lah. So not sure what's happening in this area, but it smells rather funky. I also like the fact that it has a design language that is actually very similar to the lobby or the outside lobby, which has this type of rustic vinyl look. Personally, it looks like a bat cave lah, this area. Okay, so the gym itself is very extensive. They have literally everything that you will need lah. I think this one is more than just having a good workout. This one really has all the equipments and they have very decent weights also. Typically in other condos, right, you don't see weights in this quantum also lah. So for the gym junkies, right, you guys can actually do a very good workout over here because they have very heavy weights. So the gym is only situated one floor above the swimming pool, so you can actually have a very nice, beautiful swimming pool view over here and also the view of the adjacent development that's coming up by SkyWorld as well lah. So this is the most exciting part about this condo because it has an MMA fighting room, you know. Now this one, I don't think any other condo have. If there is, you leave a comment down below, maybe I can go and check it out. But we're waiting for the guard to actually open the door for us because this one really cannot miss. Too beautiful, too cantik already. By the way, if you didn't know, right, that over there is the famous Highland Tower punya tempat, and that white color building over there is called Puncak Athenaeum, and it's very, very nice one. The view up there, whew. This particular location enjoys this very beautiful amenities, right? As I mentioned just now, walking distance, you can already reach Aeon Mall over there. And this is a rather big one lah. This is like the AU2 Aeon Mall. So this location, amenities wise, damn nice. Wow, and look, I managed to get the guards to open the MMA room for us. Ooh, look at that, guys. Wow. Look at that. You have everything. You even have a bloody MMA fighting ring over here. Come, siapa dah gaduh dengan saya? This is beautiful, no? I think for the people that actually loves MMA, Muay Thai, anything that involves Jiu-Jitsu, right? This is a place for you, man. Can you imagine having a condo with these facilities? It's insane. And this gym is insane, man. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a gym with an MMA style punya design over here lah. And they even have this, you know, I've always wanted to try this. Even back when I was in the US, I've never seen this before. This is called the truck tire, which is 70 kilos. So you see, this 80 kilos and not 70. You can do it! Damn heavy, guys. But this is beautiful, no? By far one of the best gyms ever. Okay, so now the unit over here are what we call a dual key unit. So there's one on the left and one on the right hand side. We'll go check the right one first because that's the studio layout over here. And you can see one thing I really like about this particular layout over here is that even for the studio unit, there's even possibility of putting a kitchen cabinet over here. So you can cook, you can do light cooking over here, and you can put microwave also. Very convenient, with even refrigerator over here lah. Okay, now only downside is because the particular washroom over here is on a rather smaller side, and there's no way for you to really put in like a washing machine, so washing machine tak jadi lah. And then in terms of the room wise, it's still rather nice, and it enjoys the view of the beautiful view over here lah. But that's lake lah, in the water oxidation pond. So not to say the prettiest, but it doesn't smell lah, okay? But coming to the 3-bedroom side, this one is the bigger one over here lah. And I got to say, this layout over here is very nice. It also shares a similar view of what we saw just now. And if you look over here, the cabinets are all done up by the landlord himself, and they went with this marble kind of like design language, but they're not actual marbles lah. So you can see kitchen over here, very big, very wide, and also there's space over here for the washing machine, and also there's an area for you to cook outside over here lah. So with an exhaust fan, and you can even open up over here for more ventilation or air lah. So the living room over here, obviously very big. And you can see this is easily about 8 feet in width. And then if you come to the first room over here, this one actually has a connective washroom to the other side of the unit lah. So for people that wants to stay over here, you need to take that in mind, because if you're sharing rooms with your friends or whatnot, then the toilet is not to yourself only lah. So this is the smallest bedroom in this particular layer over here, which is also sharing the similar view of the studio, the master bedroom, balcony, and this is also it lah. So basically it kind of faces the oxidation water plant over there by IWK, but thankfully enough, it doesn't smell at all. So when you walk over here, this is actually the master bedroom, and once again, very similar view from this side lah. And what I like is that the finishing of the tiles for the flooring, right, is those kasa type. So it's more, it's kind of more like, you won't slip lah, basically. It's the kasa feeling. You know, guys can hear it or not. But yeah, that's it. Okay, SkyWorld, you guys really got to think about sponsoring us. I did so many videos for you, but you guys are killing it, man. Look at the amount of facilities you guys have. Insane, beautiful. So just now we were at level 1, now we are at level 9. And the facility just keeps coming. Seriously, there's so much things to do over here. This is like what, a theme park or resort world. This one over here, Dream Chamber, is supposed to be a co-working space punya tempat lah. So basically, if you open, you can see it's actually a very nice working space, but we gotta be quiet. Wow, in this place, and I love the design over here, which has this artificial grass over here lah. So basically, low maintenance, but very pleasant to the eye as well. Look at this beautiful greenery over here. So this is what they call a putting zone over there, or croquet level over here lah. So I was also told by the owner, some kids actually use this space over here to actually play their kites. Okay, basically they were playing kites over here lah, because it's ample amount of space, and this space is big enough for you to actually do a lot of stuff. I'm actually honestly so surprised by the amount of facilities they can actually squeeze on this particular development. Because as of right now, right, I'm just looking at the place, it's beautiful. They even have this beautiful multi-purpose hall that couples as a badminton court, and I love the fact they even have sittings over here for you to actually just kind of wait for your turn lah. Insane, man. I cannot believe the amount of facilities that we're seeing over here right now. Just look at this. Wow, SkyWorld. Impressive stuff. And this playground is insane. It's actually very nice. This is the ones that are like KLCC punya park over there. Very big space, very nicely designed. The kids here are going to have a very good time, I guess. I cannot imagine how much facilities they have over here, seriously. This is the toddler's playground. It has almost everything that a kid would want to play, you know. And then over here, they even have a little golf putty and another trampoline indoor. So basically, if it's raining outside, you can get them to come inside here and play first. Now we are at the adults game room, and the first thing that I noticed is the double volume ceiling height, which is very nice. So you can play over here, and then this space over here is very, very wide, very big, right? Doesn't give you that cramped when you feel. And if snooker is not your thing, then you can actually play the foosball, or you can actually play darts. Guys that enjoys vitamin D, don't worry, you will not lack any over here, because ample of sunlight over here. And also the view is actually pretty nice, because it also views Dayton Gelate or Dutton Gelate that we have reviewed in the past, and also because the land down here is actually a school, Kebangsaan school's field, right? So it would never build anything lah. So you want to do barbecue over here, you want to come here and chit chat, also can. So we are on the sky deck, 55th floor. And the first thing I noticed that this development actually also used this type of design, the spray type, which I like as well. And on the sky deck itself, right, Tower C is the highest building block. So right now we're on 55. And then there's Tower B and Tower A. B is the lowest and A is also the second highest over here lah. So it kind of simulates like a valley punya design lah. So it's like this one, which I think very interesting, because not many developers actually plays with this type of flooring or higher or lower floors, just to kind of give it a design from afar lah. So that's a very interesting concept, because it's something a bit new by playing with the blocks that they actually have lah. So over here, Tower C, the highest one, basically gives you the best view among the three towers. And you can see over here, my favorite lah, Tower A, Tower B, Tower C. Tower D cannot see, blocked by another building over here. But essentially what I'm trying to say over here is because the lands across this development, right, is all already landed punya property. And then the rest of it, no other new developments going on to block your view lah. So I say rather certain with the block C facing this direction, no block view. The sky deck itself doesn't come with those regular, just no roof, no nothing, right? This is actually with design, which personally I find it quite interesting, because this is like a little bit of this Greek style look lah. And then if you look on the other side, which is also very nice, this one kind of reminds me of the Dubai punya golden triangle thing. I don't know what knot is that, but it kind of looks like that. So it's a rather unique, very Instagrammable spot lah. So I can see myself, or like maybe the KOLs or the influencers want to come over here, do a bit of photo shooting. This is a nice spot. Okay, so we are coming to the end of the Valley tour. Now this one, I believe, is by far one of the ones with the most facilities and the most walking lah. Later I want to check my phone, right? I want want to see how much steps I actually did today, and this is the first condo review that we're doing for today itself, you know. This place, massive. Location-wise, I'm very familiar. I like the fact that it's actually situated not too far from Jesco, which is basically your Aeon. So you can get groceries, and this is not your regular Aeon because this is also the one with actually shopping malls or like the GSC cinema, right? So it's basically like a mega mall on its own lah. And the location over here, right, gives you the abundance of view. It's insane. If you look over here, you have all the KL punya skylines, and also over there you get the Genting punya side or the UK Perdana Bukit Antara Bangsa punya view. So this location itself, right, I think is also rather strategic because if you want to go to work on KLCC side, this is not far commute, maybe about 15 to 20 minutes depending on the jam. And if you work on the other side, which is going to Batu Cave, or you want to go Genting to go for holiday, right, it's also not very far. So location wise, I think it's rather strategic, and for the price that people actually paid over here during the initial launch, right, you're getting damn good deal, because I think the dual key unit was going about 600-ish thousand, and then the dual key unit, which is 2 rooms on one side and 1 room on the other side, the rental rate is going for about 3,000 in total lah. So I feel personally, if you bought this particular property in the early stage, either for own stay or investment, right, you all got yourself a good deal over here. Facility, I think, damn June. So that's pretty much it for the Valley. I think this is a review, or this condo is one of the ones with the most facility I've been to so far, and that's insane. I'm victorious. I am the MMA champion of Setiawangsa.